Welcome in to Actual Play Entertainment presents Operation Blackstar, a Delta Green campaign that we are going to put together based on random Delta Green scenarios and a little bit of whatever the fuck we want.
Published by Arc Dream, did you say that?
Yeah, Delta Green, published by Arc Dream. We are Actual Play Entertainment. Not sure if I said that either. I'm Dave, that's Kurt, that's Joe, and that's Mike. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Excited for Delta Green.
Fantastic.
Yeah, really stoked to play this game again.
The best role-playing game ever made. Yes, please.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably
There's
is.
a lot of really great ones, and I get excited to play a handful, but honestly, I've been thinking about this campaign for a while, and it's good to get back to this game. I think it suits us. I think it's fun to do role-playing in a more modern setting sometimes, and Delta Green is just set up so awesomely. It's amazing.
Yeah, we've only really done a lot of, well, we recorded Lover in the Ice as a short scenario. We've played in our home table some short scenarios, but we've never really done a longer term campaign.
Overspanning, like arcing story of Delta Green. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, with
Did
like downtime and all the bonds,
The bonds,
disintegrating.
yes.
And yeah.
Yeah, no, it's going to be dope, man. I can't wait.
I also like the idea in Delta Green of playing a long campaign, but knowing that your character probably isn't going to make it through a long campaign, or maybe we all TPK and don't finish.
Ah.
I think the risks are pretty high in this game sometimes.
Well, we'll finish. We'll just pick up the next episode with your new characters learning about the demise of your old characters.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. That won't happen to Kurt, though.
No, I was going to say, you act like your characters ever die, Kurt.
Well, I'm worried about you guys.
Okay, okay. That's legitimate. Thanks.
Mike and I have the 1,000-yard stare. You don't. You're just like, la-di-da, skipping through a field of pansies. Daisies, yeah.
Pansies.
Yeah, let's save the world again, guys.
Hey, guys.
What's the big deal? This is the start of our, I guess, campaign number 2 for us. Hopefully you've listened to a little bit of the other one. That's probably why you're here, but if not, go listen to it. It's fun. This one will be just as fun, if not funner. That's even a word.
The funnest.
The funnest. Fuck, we should just get right into it. Huh? Let's skip introducing characters. We'll introduce them on the fly. We'll figure this shit out. The setting, 1997 in Tennessee of the US of A. We'll start with the scene opening in a small interrogation room.
Ooh, yes.
With 2 members of Delta Green. In the room, a single table, couple chairs, and one of those old school like VCR and TVs on one of those carts over in the corner. So the 2 Delta Green characters are the characters that are being played by Kurt and Joe. So let's start with Kurt. Let's get a little description. Who are we looking at in this room?
Okay, you're looking at Special Agent Vic Kane. A lot of people call him Clickbait.
Clickbait?
Yeah, he's had a lot of history with demolitions and defusing a lot of bombs. So when you see Vic Kane or when you see Clickbait, it's usually because something is already ticking.
Oh, very nice. Okay, hold on a second. I need a little clarity here. This Clickbait, is that your special Delta Green name? You say a lot of people call him that, like when you're out golfing. Are they like nice shank, Clickbait?
It's more like my old military nickname. I don't actually know my Delta Green call sign. I didn't realize I was supposed to choose that. This is just kind of like from my army days in Afghanistan. Everybody's called me Clickbait, and it's just sort of stuck with me.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, spoiler alert, you're going to need a Delta Green call sign.
Okay, I'm going to figure that out right now. So Vic's like a fit-looking, kind of weathered, military kind of guy. He's not overly tall, but definitely in good shape. Dark hair. Has some burns on his hands and forearms that you might notice if he was wearing a short-sleeved shirt, but he usually keeps them covered up. Pretty normal-looking dude. Nothing really stands out about him.
Pretty normal-looking dude. I like it. Who's Agent Kane with?
So it's me and Kurt. We're in a room right now. He's looking across the table at Agent Shutter. He's kind of a weathered and wiry-looking, middle-aged, older guy, about 57. He's got like nicotine stains on his fingers.
Oh,
he's got like it's like a white kind of regular-looking dress shirt on. He's got his press pass that he always just has with him, hanging around his neck. You can tell that he's not a man of many words. He's a man of few words. When he does speak, he usually tries to say something with purpose. He doesn't waste or mince words. And he's got a pretty serious and I would say 1,000-yard stare going on currently, just waiting to find out what he's there for.
Awesome. All right, well, you set the tone with Shutter, so Kurt, you guys are SL, so your name needs to start with an S2, your Delta Green code name.
Okay, I'm going to go with Agent Sand.
Sand. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Sand and Shutter. You guys have never met each other or done a mission together. You guys are actually both very new to Delta Green. Well, sorry, it's not even Delta Green. Let's get a little bit into that. Delta Green is actually disbanded, so you guys are outlaws, part of the conspiracy. So you are operating as an illegal entity that still looks for unnatural and the supernatural, and with the hopes of extermination, which is one of the reasons why there was that separation, that schism, the right word, where everything kind of broke off. There was a group in the government, and we'll figure all this out as we go, for those of you who don't know the lore very well, that wanted to harness the unnatural things that they find, use it to forward human technology. And then there's another side that wants to destroy it and doesn't like it. And the conspiracy and the Delta Green side are on the side of destroying it.
Can I ask a quick lore question?
Sure can.
Was Delta Green like an American or an international government organization that was sort of working on some of the spicier stuff, and then it had to be disbanded because the people within were starting to use the technology or use the discoveries to their own advantage, and it couldn't continue to be a government organization? Is that kind of what's going on?
Like, as far as I know, the Delta Green before the schism was American, almost above the government, because they wouldn't even tell the current sitting government what they were up to unless they felt like they actually had to.
100%.
So it's Black Ops need to know, but then it got too spicy somehow, and now it's disbanded. It's not even, at arm's length associated with the government. They had to cut ties.
Yeah, there is Majestic 12, which is now the government agent that kind of deals with that kind of stuff. They are still part of the government. And they are, I suppose, actively opposed to the conspiracy and all that kind of stuff.
The Outlaws.
Yes, the Outlaws.
Which we are.
Which you are, yes, correct.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into the lore of it. I know a lot of people have probably read it and will know some certain things, but I also would like to, for those who don't know a lot, have it sort of come out as we play through this
naturally
campaign, because it will matter. There will be, it will matter.
All right,
cool. I like it.
The door opens, and a tall, lean man with deep-set eyes, kind of it's got a bit of a scowl on him, and he walks in to the room. Introduces himself as Special Agent James Derringer of the FBI. You know him as your handler. I've never met him before, but you guys have got the correspondence, the little secret codes, however you got it to come meet in this FBI room as Delta Green agents, and you know that this man is a Delta Green handler.
What a cool name.
Gentlemen. He walks in and he puts down a file folder on the table, and he pulls out a VHS cassette tape. What you're about to see is this video surveillance footage is taken in Alabama, gas station surveillance during a robbery 4 days ago. He wheels over the cart and puts it in front of you. It's a 21-inch TV set, turns it on, all that fuzzy, puts in the VHS tape, and you see it's kind of a blurry black and white picture appears of a young man approaching a gas station counter. The young man looks agitated. You see, he looks like he's got pain on his face, and he seems just not he seems out of sorts. He goes up, the cashier comes up and you see them talking, there's no audio. And the cashier kind of stares back at him blankly and doesn't quite understand what he's doing. And the man seems to start to get annoyed. And he lashes out and ends up striking the cashier in the side of the head with his fist. The cashier's skull collapses and his head is torn right off his shoulders by the force of his blow. The head drops onto the counter and rolls on the floor as the headless corpse kind of staggers for a second, blood gouting from the neck stump, and then falls over. And you see the young man who just did that, he takes back and he puts his hands up and he's got like a state of shock across his face. You see him reach over the counter and like hitting on the register, and he grabs some money out of the till and then he disappears out of frame. And then you see him running back with like a handful of pill bottles, and then you see him run out the door. Can I get a sanity check from you two?
Oh, geez. Here we go. First roll, go. Kurt.
From violence.
From violence. Okay. Yeah. Oh, my God.
I rolled a 94.
That's good. That's a high number.
Is that what we want?
No.
Nice job, Kurt.
Oh, I did it. All right, 30. I'm under 48.
All right, you lose 0, Kurt.
Yeah.
You lose 1.
I lose 1. Okay.
As the video like cuts out, is it done now? It goes back to like the static.
Totally.
You see Shutter's like visibly kind of uncomfortable, but he's trying not to show it, and he's like squishing the pack of cigarettes in his hand into like this tight ball, and like this bead of sweat kind of comes down his forehead when he sees all that white static on the screen. He kind of like looks away for a second.
Derringer goes over and he clicks off the TV and he pulls out a Zippo and he's just kind of playing with it in his hands, kind of like his like a little fidget, spinning it around in his fingers. That young man held up 6 gas stations, drugstores across the last few days. First in Tennessee, then in Alabama, finally in Georgia. He was caught though. And then we cut to an FBI car rolling into a diner with Agent McLaughlin, who was played by Mike. Do you want to give your little description of who we're looking at here?
Yeah, you're looking at a younger man in his late 20s, clean cut, well groomed, wearing his traditional, black FBI suit with a white shirt and a long black tie, dark wavy hair, and sort of sparkling blue eyes. He's handsome, but he's not smiling, and you get the sense that he doesn't smile very often.
Nice. You roll into this basically like a roadside diner, almost like a truck stop kind of place. And you stop in the parking lot and look over at the small white Chevy Cavalier, and you check the license plate and you look down on your FBI computer, wherever you'd have your notes, and there's a match.
No computer in my notebook.
In your notebook, you flip open your notebook and you double check the license plate, and this is indeed the license plate of someone that you as an FBI agent have been tracking through this part of the States as someone who has been on a crime spree, has robbed multiple gas stations and pharmacies, and is also responsible for 2 murders.
Am I alone in my car?
Correct.
Am I in contact with like a head office or another agent somehow through a 2-way radio in the car or anything like that?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay, so McLaughlin will pick up the car radio in the car and report sighting white Chevy Cavalier. License plate's a match. I'm going to check it out. And then he hangs up the 2-way radio, and he gets out his Sig Sauer P228, checks, makes sure that it's loaded and safety off, tucks it in the holster, and exits the car.
You exit the car and stalk start to walk up to the small diner. Looking in the windows as you cars parking lot, and then there's a bunch of glass windows so you can see in, and there's maybe a dozen tables in there. There's a couple people, and you see the young man you're looking for up at the counter, and he seems to kind of be arguing with someone. He seems agitated. He bangs his hand on there a few times. He clutches his head and like puts his head down. Seems like he's in pain. He's gritting his teeth, and then he looks up, and you see him push the guy behind the counter, and he pushes him with pretty intense force as the guy goes back and like slams into the coffee machine and knocks it down and looks scared. And you see a few people start to look around.
McLaughlin pulls his gun, pointed down still, rushes to enter the building, and then raises his firearm directly at the perpetrator and says,
I was about to say, you know his name from the file. His name is Billy Ray Spivey. He's 18 years old.
FBI, freeze right there. Billy Ray Spivey, put your hands above your head, interlock your fingers, and turn around.
He looks over at you. The guy behind the counter looks and sees you and starts to like he's crawling on all fours, trying to scramble away, and goes like back into the kitchen. Spivey looks over at you, and he's like squeezes his eyes shut, and he looks like he's in pain. And he puts his hand out, and he's like, "No, oh, it hurts so much. No, I don't mean any of it." And he starts to take a few steps back, and he starts to panic, and he starts looking around.
Stop right there. Stop moving. I have a gun trained on you, and I will shoot. You are under arrest. Put your hands above your head, interlace your fingers, and hold them behind your head. Right now.
He puts his hands up like he's going to do it, and his arms are shaking. And he turns and he runs to go out the door behind him.
Stop right there.
I'm going to shoot.
Shoot him. Oh, you are. Nice.
Okay. Shoot, make some rolls.
Okay. We're going to go firearms. First roll of the game. Come on. Roll low. I didn't roll low at all. 95 over 50.
Whoa.
Wow.
What are the
I spend all my luck.
Error. Wrong game.
Wrong game.
Oh, no. That's right.
Just
I love
just a
spending luck.
Just a flat out miss. Just a shot and a miss.
Do we need to? This was quick. I didn't think we'd have to review the fumble rules right off the bat.
Is it a fumble?
What's not a fumble?
No, that's
95.
right. Delta Green. It's the double numbers. That's
Yeah.
right.
I didn't
All
fumble.
right, we're back. We're back.
We're okay. We got
All right,
this.
you rip off his shot, and it shatters the window beside the door. And he doesn't even open the door. He just crashes through it and knocks the frame right off the hinges, and it goes spiraling out into the parking lot like this. A normal human wouldn't be able to do that. And he takes a stop, and he seems confused, and he looks around, and he runs down to try to go to the parking lot. People start scrambling out of the building towards the other door or into the back. It's people hiding under the tables. It's a little bit of pandemonium right now.
Everybody get down.
And then McLaughlin's going to chase out the door after him.
All right, you chase out the door. You see him go down in the parking lot, and he stops, and he looks up, and he's got his hands. He's like, "No, I'm sorry, but I can't." And he starts looking around. He seems to be flustered and panicking.
Lay down on the ground. I do not want to shoot you.
He looks over at a car next to him, and he starts to try to open the car door, but it's locked. And you see him just like, and he grabs a handle and he pulls the car door right off and like puts it on the ground, and then he like staggers, confused, and he looks down, and he's like in shock.
Holy shit. I mean, McLaughlin's eyes are like dinner plates right now. This is way beyond, anyone on just PCP or anything like that freaking out. I'm going to shoot again.
Okay.
I warned you.
Oh, I got him. 07 under 50.
Okay.
First one was just a warning shot.
Yeah, we'll call it that. And
Warning
not that he's
shot.
like super nervous and hasn't actually fired his gun very often in the line of duty.
All right, you put a shot into him, and he takes a stagger, and it doesn't seem to even phase him like a normal person taking a bullet would react. He just kind of takes it like a little and he starts to he just seems to be out of sorts. He's trying to get in the car, but he seems to be flustered and a bit panicky. It's your go again.
I'm going to shoot out the wheel of the car.
Okay.
The tire,
Smart.
I should say, the car. Yeah, thanks. This guy's smart. Is that a called shot?
Yeah, I'd say that's a called shot. I'll give you minus 20%.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, here we go. No, he misses. 91. He buries a bullet in the side of the car. Yeah, the dice tell their story.
He takes a couple steps and he's looking at you and he's like, I'm sorry.
Is he in the car? I thought you said he was
No,
climbing
he's
in the
not
car.
in the car. He's like trying to get in. He seems confused and disoriented. Like he's not even really sure what he's doing. You see him reach into his pocket and he pulls out like a Tylenol extra strength. And he's like fumbling with it and he's like, ugh, and he just rips the top of the bottle off and he's like just starts pounding painkillers. And he grabs his head and he leans against the car and yells like out in pain, ugh, I'm sorry, I can't. And he starts turning and staggering through the parking lot and looking around like.
Okay, McLaughlin is pretty freaked out. He's going to look for another vehicle that he can kind of get behind, and keeping his gun trained on this guy, he's going to keep shouting, like, get down, I do not want to fire again. Get down on the ground.
He seems to be ignoring you. And you see he pulls out keys and he starts fumbling and he looks over at where his car is parked. Or the car that he has. It's a stolen car.
Yeah. Don't do it.
He's ignoring you.
Okay, I'm going to shoot him again. He's wanted for murder in multiple.
Yeah, he's murdered 2 people and he's robbed 6 gas stations and pharmacies. Every time just stealing a little bit of cash or painkillers.
Okay, shooting again. Fucking miss. 62 over 50.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Are you rip a shot that misses him and goes into like the quarter panel of a car that he's going towards, and he stops and it startles him a bit, and he turns and starts to run towards the car that you know is his stolen car, fumbling with the keys.
I'm gonna shoot again. I gotta put him down.
All right.
I'm so mad and angry with myself that I keep missing these rolls or these shots. I'm mad at myself for missing the rolls. Okay. A 72 over 50.
Okay.
Does McLaughlin secretly wants him to live?
You can make a couple shots as he goes over to the car and he's fumbling with the keys. He's completely ignoring you.
I'm going to shoot again. I'm stepping out from behind the car now. I'm like getting closer to him. I cannot afford to miss again. Come on.
Give yourself
won't matter.
plus 20%.
85 over 50.
So close.
The look on Mike's face was priceless.
Jesus Christ.
You're fumbling. He's fumbling with the keys and like the window shoots out beside him. Another bullet into the door.
Okay, so psychologically, I think that even though he knows this guy is dangerous, like imagine, hey, you've got a gun trained on a guy who's obviously sick and messed up and trying to just get into a car. Like he's not trying to threaten you. He's not trying to threaten anybody else. Like I think that deep down subconsciously, he must be missing on purpose.
It's either that or you went to the stormtrooper school of firearms training.
Change your dice.
Man. Okay.
All right, I'll give you another shot.
Okay, one more
He's
shot.
fumbling with his keys.
I just keep striding towards him. I'm probably getting uncomfortably close now, but I'm gonna
give you I give you a point blank bonus of plus 20.
Come on. Okay, well, thank God, because that's a 66 over 50. But at the 20%, 46.
Oh, yeah.
Needed all of it.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no, it's still a 66, but your skill is now 70.
Oh, but 66 is a crit fail.
Not when your skill is 70 and you passed.
That's right. Because it bumps up your skill. It doesn't reduce the roll. It
Yeah,
bumps up your skill.
skill. So your firearms is
yeah.
now 70.
Crit success.
So you rolled 66 under 70.
Yes.
So really, Dave made that shot.
Yes.
Thanks,
Agent
thanks, Dave.
McCloud.
That's a good shot.
Dave
Back in
did,
shot.
because I'd like this whole episode to not be Mike chasing this man through a fucking Dunkin' Donuts parking lot.
Well, it just could be part of the story.
ripping off shots. Later, as he's being asked about the incident, so what prompted you to fire 17 times?
Keep in mind, we have the whole thing on video surveillance, so we've seen it. We just want your explanation.
We're sending you to firearms training. Yeah.
You rip a shot into the window and into the door, and you see him fumbling for his keys, and he like squishes his keys, and you see them all bend, and he throws them on the ground, just inhuman strength.
Holy
You
crap.
rip a bullet into him, and you rip another one, and then you get the crit, and you hit him, and he slowly takes a step back, and he falls onto the ground, still breathing.
Okay, McLaughlin's like breathing deep and fast, hands shaking. He's gonna just keep the gun trained on him. He doesn't want to get too close. He's seen how strong this guy is. Is the guy gonna kind of settle down a little bit?
He looks like he's
Or is he
fallen
still rolling
unconscious
around?
on the ground.
Okay, if he stops moving, then I'll run up and jump on him and put the handcuffs on, and then sort of roll him on his side in a recovery position. And then he's gonna get back towards the car and try and call it in again on the radio.
You make your arrest, and we cut back to the room in the FBI office in Knoxville, Tennessee, with Derringer, Agent Sands, and Agent Shutter. FBI agent tracked him down at a diner. Shots fired all over the place. The man wasn't. Spivey was. Well, let's just say he didn't want to go with the man, the agent. Wildly, just a wild gunfire, firefight in the parking lot, all sorts of. Luckily, no one was killed. I think the agent shot probably 10 times, 4 or 5 bullets to take down Spivey. It should have killed the man.
That wasn't just a random citizen with a firearm. That was actually the FBI agent.
Wasn't that?
All right,
Well,
you wait until you're shooting. Let's see.
you're not there. You be quiet. Yeah, no, it wasn't. He goes, air quotes, good guy with a gun. No, that was a trained special agent who has been reassigned back to the firing range. We've got Spivey across the hall in an interrogation room.
He's here.
Yeah, he's alive. The man got him arrested, and he's being held for questioning.
How is he restrained, may I ask?
He's restrained. We've got 3 guards in there with M16s that have been instructed to basically gun him down if he breaks out of his restraints. He's heavily drugged. Should be okay.
Okay. Is he coherent?
Somewhat. He doesn't have a lot of memories of what's going on. Basically, 11 days ago, he vanished from his parents' home in Groversville. Turned 2 days later, dazed, no real knowledge of what had happened. He seemed to be ill, in a great deal of pain. His parents, took him to the doctor the next day, and the doctor found out that, he is in inexplicable pain, but he had a remarkable appetite. One thing that they noticed that was a little weird is he hadn't had a bowel movement in a couple days, even though he ate so much. He never urinated, even though he seemed to be super thirsty all the time. He stayed home for a couple days with his parents. The doctors really couldn't find anything out, and they just kind of, do what parents do, and they just kind of took care of him. A couple days after he returned, he had a bit of a fit, and he goes over to the file folder, and he opens up, and you see some photos, and he slides them over on the desk towards you guys. His father tried to calm him down and got a little physical and tried to hold him. Spivey punched a fist right through his father's chest. He taps one of the pictures on the ground, or on the table, sorry. And you see it's like a crime scene photo of a middle-aged man on the floor, and it just has a hole in his chest. Clean through.
Holy shit.
Like a shotgun blast.
Yeah, but it was a fist. After he did that, he kind of freaked out, and he fled down the road. And that's when we started this manhunt, this chase. He robbed the Sinclair's Gas and Go, $65, bunch of aspirin, Took the cashier's car, sped off down the highway. Cashier said he had no gun, but he basically ripped the counter in half. Seemed frustrated. Sped flew to Alabama and Georgia. We got a bunch of accounts of people who ran into him. He said he was manic. He had no real sense of what he was doing. He just robbed gas, money, food, and painkillers. After the cashier in that videotape got killed, the FBI got involved. Once the FBI got involved and saw some of these tapes, it's when we got involved. Something seriously wrong. We're lucky that this FBI agent tracked him down. Plays with the Zippo a little bit more, spinning it around in his hand, sits down on the desk.
Hey, pass me that.
He tosses it over to you.
Lights up a smoke.
You got an extra one of those?
I tossed him the pack that I crumpled up. You might be able to find something in there. Piece it together.
Takes a few broken ones. Takes one out, takes some paper, rips it up, tries to put one together, and he's got like this bent ash cigarette, and he's trying to light it up. The fuck? God damn, I should have hit the store on the way here. But anyways, we're lucky that FBI agent tracked him down, but the amount of bullets he put in this guy, reports of him like ripping off car doors, something wasn't right. Once we got him detained and we got him in, we sent him in for some analysis. Some fucked up shit we found. And he looks over at you guys. Muscles in his arms and legs been entirely replaced with this strange tissue. He possesses tremendous strength, but his skeleton structure is not changed. So he's strong enough to lift up a car. He can bench press a car, but his bones would break before he could hold it. Further examination, we found evidence of surgery. Can't see them by the naked eye, but just incisions and scars all over his arms and legs.
Dave, can I do like an occult roll or an unnatural? Maybe to try to figure out, like piece together any knowledge I might have from the past?
Interesting.
Even if it's not like going to give me insight into like what the actual cause of this is, maybe I can like, I don't know, something similar.
What do you, you can make a roll. Tell me what you're trying to figure out and make a roll, and I'll tell you what I can.
I'm basically trying to see if I've ever seen anything like this or that I've dealt with, taken photos of myself.
Okay.
If there's anything, like my character has a pretty extensive knowledge. So even if it just rules out like it's nothing that I've ever seen before, that says a lot.
Yeah, okay.
As well.
Yeah, go for it. Also, don't forget Delta Green. If you fail a roll, check that little box.
Also, can I check the box under violence for the sanity check we had to do earlier?
Yeah, 100%.
So you're saying I can check my firearms box?
Multiple times.
But I passed my sand check, so does that, I don't need to?
No, I believe it's maybe we'll have to vet this, but I believe it's checks that you fail without going insane, but it also might be if you lose sanity without going insane. So you lost 0, so Kurt lost 1, so Kurt can check a box for violence, but I don't believe you can.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, okay.
And then if you check, you have 3 instances of sand loss under that umbrella, violence or whatever, then you become adapted.
You get 3 each. 3 for violence, 3 for helplessness.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you reach a breaking point, then that all resets. And you can never get used to the unnatural. Which makes sense because that shit's fucked up.
I got a 47 under 70 in occult.
Okay, you've never seen or experienced anything like this. This is completely new to you.
Okay. Nervousness intensifies.
Derringer takes a drag off his smoke and like the end falls off and the cherry goes on the ground and he stomps it out. The implications of the biotechnology that's intertwined within this guy's body, it's staggering. We've not really too sure what the fuck's going on. We got the FBI agent here too. I spoke to him earlier.
Who do you mean, Bullseye from the video?
Shooter.
All right.
Shooter, perfect. It starts with an S.
No, you've got Shutter. It's too close.
What about shitter?
And it's disrespectful.
Spray pattern?
Spray and pray.
We'll get his name as we go. But
I think the gun was malfunctioning.
oh yeah, right. Is there a word for excuses that starts with S? All right, we cut to earlier in a different interrogation room in the FBI building with Agent McLaughlin sitting at a desk. A tall, lean man walks in, deep-set eyes, craggy scowl, walks in, sits down, and introduces himself as Agent Brown.
Do I recognize him?
No, never seen him before.
Okay. All right.
Agent McLaughlin, how are you? I'm Agent Brown from the FBI. He reaches out to shake your hand.
Fine, sir. Pleasure to meet you.
I just got a few questions about the incident that went down. And he sits down and he pulls out
Of course.
a notepad and he starts making notes. And he pulls out a Zippo. And he starts playing with it in his hands, fidgeting. Looking at the crime scene report, it seems that the door to one of the doors to the diner was completely sheared off its hinges. Can you explain what happened there?
That would have been the door that the perpetrator exited by. He did approach the door with a great deal of speed and force, and I suppose the door must have been, weakened or maybe broken in some way that it would explode out like that. But that is what I observed happening.
They also have notes of a car door ripped off the hinges, more or less, like it was ripped right off the car and left in the parking lot. Can you explain that? What happened there?
Well, you've seen the footage, I presume. Have to admit, that's a little more difficult to explain away easily. I think that we've all read reports and heard stories of, parents with children trapped in burning cars able to perform incredible feats of strength, and I presume that in the perpetrator's heightened condition, he was able to rip a car door off a car. I'm not sure what to tell you, sir.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. It is a little unusual.
Just trying to make sense of it, sir.
Yeah, no, that's just what we're all doing. That's just what we're all doing. So he just starts slipping through some things. He's like reading the reports of what's going on. So the young man's alive still. We've got him in custody.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I didn't want to shoot the young man, of course.
No, that's fair. You did what you had to do. Is there anything you need to add? I don't think there's really much I have else here to ask you. Just looking for some insight on the incident.
How did
What's going on?
Sir, if you don't mind me asking, how did the talk screen come back on the patient? Was he, as I suspect, high on drugs and therefore able to perform in this way?
Yeah, this toxicology report. This young man was on quite the cocktail of things, and
okay. Well, that makes sense then. That's the reason why. I have to admit, I've struggled with what I saw. It's good to know that there's a reasonable and rational explanation for what happened.
he smiles, playing with his Zippos, his little fidget. Again, I'd like to commend you. And he stands up and puts his hand out to shake. You've possibly saved a lot of lives. As you understand, this man is wanted for murder. And if you didn't, as difficult as it was, put him down, then many more people could have been hurt.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm just glad he's alive. And I hope that he gets the help he needs or the punishment he deserves, or some combination of both.
He gets up and leaves the room. And we cut back to present time with Agent Sand and Agent Shutter sitting in the room with Derringer sitting on the desk playing with the Zippo. Spoke to the FBI agent, did an interview on him. He seems to be handling things quite well. He doesn't know about these changes in the man's body. We gave him a story of drugs, inhuman strengths, moments of panic, and just being high as fuck.
Yeah, he's on angel dust. That's why he ripped the doors right off the hinges.
He laughs. Yeah, a lot of angel dust.
Yeah, I could tell that story all day. You bringing the kid in?
We've got him across the hall. I was hoping you guys could talk to him. Maybe you guys can figure some things out.
No, you bringing him in.
Oh, we're talking about the stormtrooper.
Yeah. Spray and pray.
He chuckles. Yeah, see, what the guys up top have decided that we need to figure out a little bit more of what's going on. You guys are familiar with Groversville? The county seat of Grover County, Central Tennessee. Do you guys pay any sort of attention to the news? And he pulls out a couple more photocopied papers from his file, and he slides it over, and it's like cover stories of like the National Enquirer and all those shitty gossip mags, and it's all like people abducted in Groversville, Tennessee by aliens. Elvis seen wandering fields with shotgun. Dropped off by aliens. Was Elvis just taken by aliens? All those
Hey, Dave, I grabbed the magazine or whatever, and I look down and I go, oh yeah. And I see the name Clay Mason as the journalist that wrote the article, and I know him as one of my my sources that I feed stories to.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a...
I throw the magazine back on the table and have a little chuckle to myself.
Yeah, so you've seen it all over. It's a laughing stock. They're, people with these nonsensical stories and everything's going a little crazy. All the conspiracy theorists are all over it, but just a lot of shit. You know how it goes. But we do want to go to Groversville and check some things out. We're going to give you guys cover, FBI agents. We're going to bring the young guy along with you. Now, you guys are the ones running the show. Don't let him run this. He's just you guys are more senior agents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotcha. We'll show the new kid the ropes.
I'll get him brought in here. I'm gonna dip, but go across the hall, talk to Spivey, see if there's anything you can get out of him. We haven't really got too much. He's got a lot of memory loss. He seems confused. I don't know if you'll be able to get any more out of him, but I thought you would go meet the kid, do a little bit of talking to him.
Yeah, we'll handle it. And for clarity, with the new guy, the FBI agent, he's one of us now?
No.
No?
He shakes his head.
Okay.
No.
He might need to go back to the academy for the mandatory target shooting.
I'd like to see 8 shots dead center mass before he joins the team.
He hasn't quite comprehended what he saw. I think he could be a bit of an asset in the investigation. If we bring him in down the road, I don't know. If he talks too much, starts to do things you guys don't really approve of, maybe he disappears.
Understood. Just another agent slowly slipping away in his own mind. Sounds great.
But who knows, maybe if he can hit some shots center mass, maybe he's an asset. Time will determine that. But as of now, and he puts his finger up to his lip like, shh.
Mom's the word.
The cover I got you guys is just your... All right, so hold on, a little background for you guys. Shutter, you got the journalism thing. So neither one of you guys are like straight up FBI. So for cover... Let's see here. Would it make sense, and I'll let you guys help me out figure this out, like aliases, or would you want FBI cover but it's your real name? You're going in as this name, just so that if they look up on you, you have some background, you have some history. What do you think would make more sense?
Let's go real names.
That's what I
I
was
find
kinda
it super
thinking.
confusing in Delta Green where we kick off the campaign and
With
have
4
6
names. Yeah. So he gives you guys FBI cover under your real names with your exact backgrounds. So yeah, that makes sense. But the cover part of it is that you're working for the FBI.
As what, like consultants? How does that work for me with my character? And
Yeah, you're in.
as like an editor for the Sentinel Tribune.
Yeah, I'll say you're an FBI friendly. You're, yeah, like you said, a consultant. We can make Kurt's character straight up FBI. You're an FBI consultant, and then you have a junior agent Stormtrooper McLaughlin.
Okay. Stormtrooper McLaughlin. All right.
You guys got any questions? Anything before you go see Billy Ray?
Is Billy
one
Ray-
thing sorry, out of character here. What I missed the part you were talking about, like where he was before he all of a sudden had his fit and started going on the rampage. You said he.
So 11 days
Sorry, I missed that
ago
part.
from current day.
Yeah.
11 days ago, he vanished from his parents' home and he was gone for 2 days.
Okay.
And
that's what-
when he came back, he said he had no knowledge of what happened where he
Gotcha.
was.
Okay.
He was just ill and in a great deal of pain.
Gotcha.
Agent Derringer, did you say that Billy Ray is from Groversville in Tennessee?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a local boy, trying to get a job at one of the factories. Doesn't really have a lot going on, to be quite honest. Just a normal kid, really.
And he's how old?
He's 18.
8.
Only child. His parents are Rich and Angel Spivey. He just finished high school, living with his parents. It was and he's flipping through his notes. Yeah, they got a Saturn auto plant. It's in Smyrna. It's about an hour away. It's where he's trying to get a job. Out of high school, no real other prospects, not going to any school, no college, no nothing like that.
All right. We'll talk to him. What do we really want to know? We're trying to figure out if he knows how any of this happened to him.
Yeah, we couldn't really
Kidding
get
me?
too much out of him. We just thought maybe you guys could go talk to him, see if you can get any more. You might not be able to get shit all out of him, but I think it's good that, we're going to send you into Groversville. They say his temporary disappearance, coming back with no memory. It's not really the first time this has happened in Groversville. Like I say, all these sensational stories about aliens and sightings of Elvis running through fields. It all seems like it's just a bunch of malarkey and nonsense, but like I said, his disappearance isn't the first. There's reports of a few people disappearing, coming back with no memory, not sure where they went. Nothing crazy like this has happened, though. No one's went on a crime spree punching holes in people and ripping off car doors. But we need to figure out what's going on, so we're going to send the 3 of you to Groversville under the cover story of investigating fictitious drug dealers that are connected to Spivey. Use that cover and then see if you can figure out if there's anything else going on, anything that we need to know about.
Understood.
Roger that.
Any questions regarding that? Like I say, you guys got your own names as a cover story, so if people look into you, you've got a background. Feel free to flaunt your FBI credentials around and see what you can get. The sheriff. Oh, let me see if I can find the sheriff's name. And he starts flipping through his notes again. There we go. Grover County Sheriff Dan Oakley. Yeah, he's just a jolly man. Your stereotypical county sheriff doesn't really have to deal with too much. He's expecting you. He knows that we're sending FBI. We've given him a little bit of the story about drugs and seeing if we can find some sort of connection. So check in with that man. I'm sure he'll be able to help you. Seems like a pretty nice guy.
All right. And Derringer, are you our DG handler moving forward? Do you want us to report back to you after we talk to the kid and while we're in Groversville?
Yeah, 100%. And he goes over to his attaché case and takes out the burner phone. The stereotypical Delta Green burner phone. And he slides it over to you, Agent Sand. And he pulls out another piece of paper and slides it over. There's a smallish 12-room motel called Merle's Shut-Eye. We got you a room there. Double room.
What was that?
Double room and a cot. We've already secured you a hotel room at Merle's.
Oh, yeah, what's the
Merle's Shut-Eye. There's not a lot going on in this little town. The fellow that owns it, Merle, what's his name? Merle Barn. He is probably the richest man in this little fucking backwater town. But I believe he's on the board of the town. He owns a couple other stores in there too. But yeah, it's pretty much the only place in town you can stay. It's a decent enough little place. Nothing special.
And if we require resources during our investigation, can we come to you? Can we lean on these FBI credentials to actually requisition some gear, anything like that?
No, come to me. I'll arrange everything.
So it's deep cover. We can push it with the locals, but we don't want to actually be talking to FBI agents and such.
100%, which is careful with McLaughlin. Now, you tell McLaughlin that he's got to report to you and everything goes to you, and you talk to the people high up. We don't need him pushing around and talking to other people about you guys, just in case, we don't want anyone digging too deep on you guys when actually in the FBI program. So make sure that McLaughlin tells the things to you, and then you guys report in.
All right. Sounds unlikely that his suspicions would remain on target.
I like what you did there.
You guys just wait till you start missing your roles. I can't wait.
We've also got his parents in there. They live, he lives with his parents there about a mile or so south of Groversville. Small little piece of farmland. His mother's name is Angel. Yeah, she's the only one there now after her husband, taps the little crime scene photos again. He was just buried. He was just buried yesterday.
What was the husband's first name?
His name is Rich. She's been interviewed by the local authorities and state police. She doesn't really seem to have much to offer. She's a strong woman, but her family's been destroyed over just a matter of a couple weeks. Son goes disappearing and comes back, all fucked up. Can't really figure out why, and then he punches a hole in her husband's dad's chest. You can talk to her, but like I say, man, go easy on her. She's been through a lot.
All right. Should we go talk to this kid? Shutter, what's your cover name again?
It's not a cover name, right? It's actually our real name.
Yeah.
It's Ray Merrick.
Oh, interesting. So this kind of goes against the conspiracy thing with you guys not supposed to know each other's names, but fuck, we'll figure that out.
Yeah. Maybe these aren't our real names.
Quote unquote. Who knows? All right, you guys leave the room. He's Derringer's like, oh, come back after. I'll be here for a few minutes, and then we'll get McLaughlin here. But I don't want to be here when McLaughlin comes. And he twirls his little Zippo and plays it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay,
Shall we?
Yeah, let's go. When we get out in the hallway, I kind of hesitate for a second. I'm like, what do you think? Should we just play the nice guy routine here? Just ask this kid some questions? You want to do like a good cop, bad cop kind of thing?
Let's just play dumb cop and even dumber cop.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Who's dumb and
Well, I
who's
guess,
dumber?
yeah. We'll find out. We'll find out next time on Actual Play.
No, we'll find out who's the dumb one now.
No, I don't know, Sand. You want to lead the way on this one?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay.
I'll jump in when I feel like I need to.
We approach the door. I politely knock on the door before just entering. Mr. Spivey, I'm Agent Kane. This is Agent Merrick. We just want to sit down and ask you a few questions. I'm sure you're very tired of telling your story over and over again, but we just need to hear it firsthand. If you don't mind the one more inconvenience.
What do we see when we walk in? Is he just like literally chained to like a metal gurney or something?
Yeah, you see him in. He's got like the handcuffs on that go like through the little loop on the desk to keep his arms. You also see his arms are strapped down, a seemingly unnecessary assemblage of braces and wrappings on this guy. For an ordinary looking 18-year-old kid, he's got sneakers on, jeans, he's wearing a Metallica t-shirt. He looks dazed. If anybody has a humint or medicine over 20%.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can tell he looks heavily drugged. Heavily drugged.
Okay.
There's
Shutter's wondering what kind of drugs he's got going through him.
There's three other, you see three agents with, they got a bulletproof vest on, they got their tactical gear, and they have M16A2 assault rifles, and they're just staring at him. And you know that they have orders to shoot Spivey if he even starts to try to break free of his bonds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When you come in and introduce yourself, he looks up and look at you, and you can see he's dazed. He's stoned as fuck. And he just kind of puts his head down and he's like, what do you want?
Shutter's gonna kind of stand off to the side, maybe in like the corner of the room.
We just want to ask you a few questions. I'm sure they're the same questions that you've been asked 100 times here, but we want to help you. We want to get to the bottom of what's going on with you. We're just hoping that you can tell us your story one more time for us from your point of view. Would you be okay with that? Can we get you something to drink first or something to eat? How are you feeling?
I'm thirsty.
I look to the soldiers that are guarding him. I'm like, can you guys get him something to drink? Give us a few minutes to chat.
Oh, we've got strict orders to not have this man out of our sights, sir, with all due respect.
Shutter's gonna duck into the hallway and grab like a bottle of water off like a little cart in the hallway.
Sure.
Gives one to Sand.
Oh, thank you,
as well.
Agent Merrick. I asked the soldier who responded to me, is Derringer your CO?
Yes.
Yeah, he said it's okay. Give us a couple minutes. You can go see him. He's in the next room. We'll yell if we have any issues.
Make a persuasion roll.
Do it. That's a 74 over 20.
Over 20. Not a very persuasive man. My apologies, sir, but we're under strict orders to not have this man leave our sights.
All right, fair enough. I unscrew the bottle of water and I gently hold it up to Billy Ray's lips and let him drink a little.
Yeah, he seems parched and he drinks it in. He'll basically go until the whole bottle's gone. Just like
okay, I just
like
keep going until if he
ups.
doesn't shake me off, I just let him drink the whole thing.
Yeah, he drinks the whole thing. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I can't remember.
From the corner of the room, you hear Shutter go, you killed your dad, is what happened. As he's like fiddling with his camera. He's not really looking at him. He's just talking to his camera.
He gets upset over that. Not like angry, but sad.
Yeah. Great when he feels that too. My camera comes up and I just take a photo of the room and everybody kind of like from the corner.
He starts to cry about when you mention that.
Billy Ray, I know that you've been through a lot. I know that everybody is making you feel guilty, like what happened to your dad is your fault, like you're just on drugs or something like that.
But
not on drugs. I know that. I know that what happened here isn't really your fault, and I want to get to the bottom of it. Can you tell me what really happened?
It's just, it's always in so much pain. It can't even. Everything is just a blur. Just everything's a blur.
What about before the blur? You were missing for a couple of days. before any of this stuff went sideways. What can you tell me about the time before the blur?
I don't remember anything. He looks up at you and you see he's like, he seems desperate and sad and confused. I don't remember anything from that time. And he just like shakes his head helplessly.
Kane had grabbed that copy of the National Enquirer or whatever it was, that tabloid that had the article about the alien abductions in Groversville.
Okay.
And I lay that on the table in front of Billy, and I say, "You're from Groversville. There's all kinds of talk about wild stuff, about Elvis living in Groversville, but there's also all kinds of talk about alien abductions. Does any of this ring true for you?"
He looks at it and he blinks a few times and seems to have a hard time focusing and even reading it. No, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about this. Everything hurts right now. And you see him like wince. Everything hurts.
I back away from him as far as I can, and I make eyes over at Merrick to make sure that he's out of the way as well. I think maybe, Mr. Spivey, we might actually leave you alone. We have your story. We've heard your testimony. We've seen the video. We're going to do our best to try and help you and your family out. And if there's nothing else that you could share with us that might help, then maybe we'll just continue on with the investigation. You have anything else you want to share with us as a last chance before we leave you?
I'm sorry. But I don't know why any of this happened. Tell my mother I'm sorry. And he starts to cry again.
We will do that. Agent Merrick, can you come with me, please? And I start leaving the room.
I take like one more photo of the room without sand in it, and I follow him out.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
After we get out in the hallway, I just say, getting worried. He seemed to kind of hold his head and talk about the pain right before he had these huge bursts of strength, and I was just worried that he was about to go postal on us in there.
Do you, I kind of want to see it.
I don't know if I want to be that close to it. In a confined space.
I kind of want to see it. Like, what do you think? What if we push him?
If we push him, I think he
agitated?
kills those two soldiers and then he's loose in this interrogation room. I think it's best for everyone if we don't agitate him. He doesn't know anything, it seems. Do you think we missed anything in there? What else could we talk to him about?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think if we're trying to understand what's going on. We're not going to understand it unless we see it.
He's not going to understand it. You know, there's signs of surgery and biotech. He doesn't even have muscles anymore. He's got some other tissue that replaced it.
He's true.
Burning calories in water without actually excreting anything. Like, he's not going to know anything about this. We don't know anything about it.
When we were in there, would we have been able to have seen like any of the scars or anything?
No. You would think of
Okay.
Derringer's telling you how it wasn't visible to the naked eye.
Okay. I just, you know what, Santa, I'm just going to ask him a couple more questions.
All right, let's go back in. Maybe he's calmed
I'm
down.
going to head back in. Yeah. I'm going to sit down at the table and unscrew the bottle of water and give him some more water to drink.
Okay.
Just a couple more questions. What's the drug activity like in your little neck of the woods there?
Drugs? I don't do any drugs.
Come on. Clearly, where'd you get that superhuman strength you had there?
I don't know.
The strength to do what you did.
I don't know what. I don't even remember what did I do?
So you don't do drugs yourself?
No.
Recreationally? Yeah, we've all had a little bit of fun here and there.
No. And he starts to get annoyed.
Do I notice anything? Like, Any like rippling on his skin or
Nope, just looks like a
any little
normal.
subtle hint?
Nope.
He's just yeah. Where's the trap house? Did you visit the trap house? Dope lab,
No.
something.
No, why are you asking me these questions? I've told you I don't. I don't do drugs.
I don't believe you.
I need some more water. I'm so thirsty.
There's no more water left. And I get up and walk out.
I follow behind and go into the hallway.
Okay. Let's cut to Agent McLaughlin. So, after you had this incident go down, you talked to Agent Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's something I guess let's maybe we can think about this kind of stuff together. You're gonna get your next FBI job. How does that usually happen with you? Do you get what do you think? Is it a phone call? You meet at the FBI station, you'll get some files? How do you think it rolls?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assigned to a station, right? So, I mean, presumably, McLaughlin goes back to his desk and like maybe fills out a few more reports or adds to a report or something like that, and then he, maybe heads home for the day, expecting to come back the next day, and there'd be an operations meeting in the morning, kind of like a stand-up meeting, and maybe talking about what the day's activities are, or maybe it's just a matter of, going back and being at my desk the next morning until I get called into an office and assigned to something.
Okay, so after
I've also probably got a bunch of cases that I'm working on. Like, I don't know if I'd be working on just one case, right? So there's probably other casework that I'm working on too. Yeah.
Totally. All right, so after you have your interview with Agent Brown and he leaves, I guess let's do a little inner monologue with Agent McLaughlin. What's he thinking with all this?
So McLaughlin's pretty straight-laced. He really just wants to be a good agent. He wants to catch the bad guys. He wants to be successful within the FBI, for sure. He's kind of excited. He doesn't show it at all, but he's kind of excited that he got to be the one to take down Spivey. I imagine there's, some congratulations from other agents at the field office about, that having happened. So he's feeling a bit of a glow and a rush from that. So he's pretty excited he got to be part of that. In terms of what actually happened and what he saw, he's really smart. He's really intelligent. He reads a lot. He's trying to rationalize it, but he's struggling with rationalizing it because it just was too freaky. Everything that he had seen about the earlier incidents, and then to actually see this, he's not a particularly big guy, Spivey, right? Like, to see him just blast through the restaurant door and then rip that door off the car and then take a bullet the way he did.
Took multiple bullets, yeah.
Multiple bullets, yeah. So, he's trying to make sense of it, but there's a lingering thing in the back of his head, that wasn't right, what he saw.
When he goes, after he leaves for the day and he goes home, where does he go? What does he got?
He goes back to the most boring, cleanest apartment ever with fake plants so that nothing needs to be watered or taken care of. He's just got casework on a coffee table in the living room, one couch, a television that isn't on. The radio plays. He likes to listen to news stations, and he makes himself a plate of leftovers from some chicken cacciatore that he made the other night.
Nice.
And he doesn't really. Oh, you know what? He'll grab a beer out of the fridge, drink a beer. He drinks probably, I don't know, what's a light European beer? What's that green one that everyone drinks? Heineken. He drinks Heineken. Yeah, so he grabs a Heineken and drinks that. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, same thing on the radio too. You're from, I imagine you live, where is the, in Knoxville? Is that what we said?
Yeah, we said Knoxville. So
Knoxville.
So he lives in Knoxville. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's the listening to the radio. They talk a little bit of the alien hysteria stuff comes up. It seems to be the incidents in Groversville, Tennessee has made national news, but a lot of it is it being laughed at. That you watch like a late night TV shows and they'll make fun of it, and there's literal videos of like Elvis is running through fields, and it's just become the laughing stock, more or less. It's all hysteria and hyperbole, and it's just ridiculous. A lot of it is utterly ridiculous.
McLaughlin agrees 100%. McLaughlin's like well-educated, successful, from like a Washington, D.C., Maryland kind of family. He thinks that a lot of the people that he's met here in Tennessee are completely uneducated, backwoods, redneck dummies. And of course, this is the sort of thing that would be happening in Tennessee, of all places. Like, he just rolls his eyes at it. He's like, oh, of course, it's another alien abduction in Tennessee.
Right.
If it wasn't going to be Arkansas, it was Tennessee. So
you're chilling, and then your phone rings.
Ring, ring. Goes over to the wall, takes the handset down, answers it.
Agent McLaughlin, this is Agent Brown. We met earlier. I was want to conduct an interview with you earlier this afternoon. How are you? How are you holding up?
I'm fine, sir. Is everything all right? Unusual to receive a call at home. Do you need me in the office?
Actually, that is exactly why I'm calling. I do need you to get to the office as quick as you can, and the case files that you have for your existing cases, if you could bring all those with you as well, please.
Yes, of course. I'll be right there.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you again.
10 minutes.
Yeah, he hangs up.
Yeah. McLaughlin lives close to the office. So, he kind of startled. He puts his tie back on and his jacket back on. He was still wearing his pants and shirt. Gathers everything together in an attaché case, and and heads out the door.
Okay, you go back down to the FBI office. You go into the front desk. They say that they've been instructed to take your case files and that you're to proceed to meeting room 7 on the 3rd floor. Some shit like that.
Sure. Okay. All right. Have a good night, Nancy. And he makes his way upstairs to meeting room 7.
You walk in and you see Agent Brown, the same man that you saw before. He's playing with the Zippo, his little fidget. He's got it in his hand, and he comes over and shakes your hand again. Apologies for getting you back at the office in the evening.
That's all right.
I hope that we didn't inconvenience you in any way.
Not at all. What do you need me for?
It's relation to Billy Ray Spivey, the young man that you apprehended.
Okay.
We believe that there's some connections with drugs and drug dealers, and well, you could see that he was obviously on something. We've done a little bit of digging, and we think that perhaps that we can find some more about this if we travel to Groversville and do a little digging, see if we can find out some of these connections to these drug dealers and get some more information.
Certainly, sir. I mean, that makes sense that the investigation goes in that direction. Are we going to be partnering at all with DEA on this, or?
Oh, we're just going to roll it right now strictly as FBI, and we're going to try to keep this pretty tight.
Okay. Any reason for that, or? Well, it might be useful to have some of those DEA contacts and resources.
Well, we can. I'll take care of all that. We got the wheels moving, and we're working together. There's just a chance that there could be some. There's some people that we've been looking for a while that could be find some information about during this whole operation. So we're just trying to keep it a little low. You leave that kind of stuff to me. And you're like, taps himself on the chest.
Of course, no problem. I'm not going in alone, I imagine. Any other agents being assigned to this? Maybe Stevens or Thompson?
Oh, no, Stevens and Thompson are busy fellows. We do have some agents, though, and he goes out into the hallway. And down the hallway where Sand and Shutter are hanging out, and he Derringer motions for you guys to follow him into the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Follow.
I light up another cigarette.
I did
in.
do some Googling about the 90s. You can smoke anywhere in Tennessee in 1997.
Yeah, you can.
Anywhere the fuck you want.
I was doing some Googling
Yeah.
too, and they did have cell phones, but they weren't super common yet. So
Perfect.
I don't think that. But you mentioned that they were given a burner. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Motorola.
Yeah, right.
Some
It'd be
sort.
something like that.
The old flip
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, a Sony Ericsson.
I got a pager. I definitely have a pager on my hip.
Oh yeah, we'd have pagers for sure.
Definitely have pagers. Yeah, you guys can each have a pager for 100% if you don't already have your own.
Vic sits down at the table in the office and he starts playing Snake on the flip phone.
That's what he was doing when Brown came in to get him.
Yeah.
So Derringer calls you guys to, he comes up and he's like, the man in there, that's Agent McLaughlin.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah, the stormtrooper. We touched upon the cover of the drugs. He's completely under the impression you're going down to investigate and try to figure out some things about drug dealers. Like I say, keep him. He's on a need-to-know kind of basis, and he starts to stray a little bit off course or causing a little bit of trouble for things that we don't like. He just nods.
Bury him. In the headlines.
He nods. He likes that. You guys follow him into the room, and he goes in, and you see Agent McLaughlin sitting there. Did you already? You kind of described yourself, so
Yeah.
yeah. So
So he's just sitting there politely waiting.
Hands on his knees.
No, but
Perfect posture.
the posture is pretty good. Yeah.
McLaughlin?
oh, I guess one thing before you guys
Merrick.
go in, Derringer says, he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Agent Brown," and he winks.
Real professional.
Yeah.
We wink back.
This guy.
You go in the room, and he's
Yeah.
Agent McLaughlin. I'd like you to meet. I can't remember your
Vic
name.
Kane, and I reach my hand out to shake it. This is Agent Merrick.
Pleasure to meet you both.
Kid. Hey, kid. And I put my hand out.
Yeah, how old are you guys? You're older, Shutter.
I'm pushing 60.
Yeah.
33.
I'm 57.
Okay, all right. Okay.
How old are you, McLaughlin?
28.
Oh yeah, okay. The young buck on it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, kid. How you doing?
Fine. Pleasure to meet you. You're both new to this office, or were you brought in on this?
We're brought in to investigate the potential drug use of the perp you apprehended the other day. We saw the video. Seems to be some pretty wild angel dust coming out of Groversville, Tennessee these days. What's your take?
Yeah, that's my suspicion too. I hadn't seen anything like that behavior before, except in individuals high on PCP or otherwise sort of emotionally charged, and it seems like he must have been both. Talk screen came back positive for a cocktail, so I imagine we just need to get down to Groversfield and see if we can figure out the source of this before it happens to somebody else.
We've got Spivey in interrogation 2 down the hall. We just spoke to him. We didn't really get anything out of him. I don't know that he really has anything to share. He doesn't seem to know anything.
He seems to suffer from some sort of memory loss from the hot mix that's been going around town, it looks like.
They've also got him hopped up on a different kind of cocktail to keep him nice and quiet right now.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. He kind of means that.
Yeah.
Kind of means that. What's your name again, Kurt? I always forget. Is it McCain? Is that what you said?
Vic Kane.
Kane. Okay. Brown lights up a cigarette, and he points over to Agent Kane. McLaughlin, Kane's going to be taking the lead on this. Anything that you need to report. Anything that you need to do, it just goes straight to Kane, and he decides who gets to know. You got that?
Yeah, understood.
He's your point of contact for everything.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, he nods.
That part's standard to McLaughlin. Like, of course, somebody's going to be in charge of this unit, but it's weird that everything has to go through him. It just makes this investigation seem a little bit more off the books or secretive than it normally would be.
Political.
Yeah. It seems strange. So McLaughlin's like, it seems weird, but he's new enough to the FBI that he hasn't seen everything yet. So,
does he have enough sense to keep his mouth shut about it and not be too talkative?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I guess we'll find out. Brown looks down at you guys, and this is something that we want to get on pretty quick. Obviously, if these drugs are making people like Billy Ray go squirrely, 2 innocent people have been murdered. You know, Billy Ray's his natural instinct is not to be a violent person, so this is definitely out of character. I think we can all chalk it up to the drugs, and I think that we're lucky that more people weren't hurt. This is something that the people up top, they want to get on this. They want to get on this now. So
I think we got a good sense of this, Brown. Something like this could spiral out of control. There could be a whole army of doped up kids like our Spivey friend there, terrorizing.
Yeah,
around
100%. And with this this UFO hysteria and all this, there's enough shit going on in this little town that hopefully that we can kind of just slide under the radar a bit. Maybe I don't know. Maybe with all this other stuff going on that we can figure out what we need without raising too much of a stink. But I'll leave that up to you guys. You guys are the professionals.
Sir, are we connected to local police at all on this? Imagine there's a sheriff there in Groversfield.
Yeah, you'll be going down and meeting with the sheriff.
Dan Oakley is his name, actually.
Yeah, there we go. Grover County Sheriff Dan Oakley. He's expecting you guys, and he knows you're coming down, and he knows that you're. I'm sure he'll be as cooperative as he can. He seems like a decent person, doing, on the right side of things.
All right, well, that's good. Sometimes a challenge local law enforcement, how welcoming they are to federal presence, but that's good if he is. Makes things easier.
Well, that's right. Don't keep your eyes and your ears open if something doesn't seem up with him. You guys let me know. Agent Kane's got direct contact with me. We'll be able to help if we can. But remember, McLaughlin, everything goes through Agent Kane.
Yeah, understood, sir. Do you want us headed out tonight? It's a 3-hour drive, I think, to Groversfield. We start out first thing in the morning.
I think we need to, if you need to wrap a few things up at home, but I would like you guys on the road tonight. I've got a room already secured for you guys. At Merle's Shut-Eye. Everything's taken care of. You don't have to worry about that. You guys got the address of Spivey's parents. If you want to talk to them, ask them some questions. Mother's name is Angel. Parents. The other fellows, unfortunately, was buried yesterday.
Yeah, his name was Richard, wasn't it? Rick?
Yes, that's right. That's right. You're a good agent, McLaughlin.
Thank you, sir. Just being an agent. All right, gents, do you have a vehicle you prefer to use yourself? Otherwise, my car's downstairs.
Your car will work.
Yeah, let's take yours.
You got a trunk?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
You got a trunk?
Love trunks.
It's got a big one.
In case you got to trunk someone, You never know.
I think it's probably a black Crown Victoria, right? 1997.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
that's what I was picturing.
Yeah, it was like the stereotypical cop kind of car. It's got like one tall antenna on it.
Okay, McLaughlin's gonna go to his desk before they leave and get like a fresh notebook and fresh pens. Sort of jot down a few notes for himself, and then rejoin the guys and let's get driving.
Yeah, I figured that Merrick would have had like a go bag. Like as soon as he got the call to come in, he would have like grabbed a duffel bag, with his gun, change of clothes, maybe some fake IDs that he carries around, his pager, some road snacks.
Yeah, you and Kane would have got the heads up that you might be gone for a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vic Kane was already packed and has his go bag ready to go, but as we're preparing for the mission now, he goes back to his bag and he reaches inside and he confirms for himself that there is this little stone occult talisman that he's been carrying around since he found it in Afghanistan. Doesn't really talk about it a lot, but he takes it on every mission with him, and he's convinced that when he's in danger, it gets warm. And now that we're going on this mission and he thinks that it might get dangerous, he sort of habitually went back to make sure that it was there. And he has it in his hand, and now it's in his pocket.
All right.
Cool.
Sweet.
Since we're talking about keepsakes, in Merrick's duffel bag, he has this small lead-lined box, like a jewelry box, but it's just like very basic. And inside is a single negative that he keeps with him.
Ooh, mysterious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In a lead-lined box.
Yeah. And every once in a while, he'll go and check on it.
It's funny.
Just look at it.
It's funny that you say that because Vic Kane's bomb defusal kit, it has a lot of standard gear in it, but he also carries like a lead-lined box that he could put something in that would, be impervious to various signals and that sort of thing, which is non-standard for a defusal kit, but it's with Vic.
Maybe standard for the Outlaws, the agency.
Right.
Ooh. Oh, mysterious.
McLaughlin, kiddo, we going to your place first? You gotta pack a bag?
Ready to go, sport?
One thing you need to know, McLaughlin, is before we start this, is that I take my coffee with 1 cream, okay?
McLaughlin laughs. He's like, yeah, I'll try and remember that.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, bud. I'm just kidding. It's gonna be good working with you. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks. You guys are already kitted up? Because, we'll get to my apartment, and I just need to grab an overnight bag, and then we can head out.
Sounds good. You like to drive, kid?
Yeah.
You drive slow?
I can drive however you like me to drive.
That's a good answer. All right, you're driving.
Merrick crawls in the back seat behind McLaughlin.
Shades of rust.
Shades of rust. As we continue over the years playing this, I think we're going to find more and more that Russ is actually Joe.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Next time we go to weekend at Nerdy's,
Next time we go on a road trip?
Yeah,
Exactly. Watch where Joe sits. Okay, so they go downstairs to the garage.
Pop the trunk.
Yeah, McLaughlin's going to pop the trunk and grab a couple more Kevlar vests for the trunk alongside the one that's in there for him, and then let's get out.
Okay. Yeah, I crawl in behind the driver's seat.
Yeah,
Light a cigarette. Roll the window down just a little bit. It's a crack.
there's already in the trunk shotgun with extra shells, a fire extinguisher, first aid kit, and the Kevlar vests. So that's what's in there.
I brought a carbine in my go bag. Is that legit?
Totally.
Yeah, why the fuck not? Huh?
Did you not see Spivvy? The guy was, you need a carbine.
Absolutely.
McLaughlin raises his eyebrows at that. You don't see FBI agents. By the way, how are you guys dressed? Are you dressed like FBI agents or?
Definitely not.
Interesting.
I'm wearing like a wool sweater, like a sweater vest, and with like a white dress shirt underneath it. I look more like a writer journalist than I do an FBI agent right now.
Weird. All right.
I look somewhere between business casual and tactically ready. I'm sort of in the middle.
Oh, yeah,
you know, it's like
your tactical underwear.
Quarter zip, but it's like a tactical sweater, and it's got a couple extra pockets. You know, you could probably pull it off on the golf course or in a business meeting, but it's tactical gear.
Okay, yeah, McLaughlin is definitely wondering about you too, but he's a real rule follower. So it's like Brown introduced them. Brown said that they're above board. So
He's not about to question
no,
authority.
not right now. But he's clocked.
Merrick's also wearing one of the FBI like windbreakers. You know those like the shell, like the blue, dark blue with the FBI.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
back shell. Yeah, one of those.
Okay.
So he looks the part.
Yeah, so
Like
you gotta
now
look
he's
the
wearing
part.
that. He looks the part.
There you go.
Yeah,
Clearly FBI.
I have a jacket. I have to be.
McLaughlin wants to ask, where are your thin black ties? Don't we all have to have that? Isn't that? Okay, so we go to the apartment. He sort of not runs, but rushes upstairs to fill a bag with 2 more ties, 2 more jackets, 3 more white shirts, 3 more white pairs of underwear, and
Tactical underwear?
4 more black socks. No, he keeps it clean.
I'm gonna like be hanging out in your living room, I guess. Do you have a house, apartment?
Oh no, I don't invite you up. You guys stay in the car.
Oh really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back, McLaughlin says. Goes upstairs, gets his stuff, and then yeah, make sure everything, lights are off, stoves off, lock the door, and head back down.
Awesome.
Okay, guys, get comfortable. Do you need to grab something to eat before we go? I'm a little hungry myself. We got a 3-hour drive ahead of us. 2.5 if I blast it.
Maybe we could.
Yeah, I got a coffee and a pack of cigarettes. I'm good.
Maybe we'll hit a diner in a couple hours on the road.
Yeah, all right. I know a place. Let's go.
All right, you guys start the cruise down to Groversville, Tennessee. You turn on the radio and it's talking about the alien hysteria. We got a caller from Groversville calling in. I saw them cows flying through the air last night, like shit like that. No, 14 of them. I counted 14 cows flying over my barn last night, and it's just all sorts of shit like that. You guys change the channel, find some music, and get your drive to Groversville. You guys stop for some food on the way down? You guys have a little bit more chit chat, anything like that? Or are we going straight into Groversville?
Do we have that tabloid magazine still?
Sure.
I'm just like, what were the stories again in that?
A lot of the
Like, was there anything that was standing out?
a lot of it is just, it just seems like such exaggerated. There's talks of crop circles. People's animals have been abducted, flying cows, Elvis spotted in a field. There seems to be a lot of callers calling in with just ridiculous, utter fucking nonsense.
It's almost like there's a pandemic of conspiracy, paranormal bullshit
Yeah, and it's
running through this town.
And it seems that no one's serious. No like real news stations are going down to cover it. All of the kind of real places, like your CNNs and your Fox Newses, are all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
They'll touch on it as like a joke and make fun of it a little bit, but it's nothing serious that they're taking. Late night talk shows, comedy shows, stuff like that. We'll have some jokes about it. Like SNL will do some skits making fun of them. Maybe. You've seen those alien abduction skits with McKinnon. What's her name again?
Yeah. She's hilarious.
Those are fucking. They're amazing. Nothing serious. It definitely has reached national headlines, but as it's being mocked.
So, as a journalist, can I pick out some patterns here and realize, okay, this isn't the normal. I know tabloids; they're a joke, just like everybody else thinks they are. But maybe because I've been around so long, I can see something a little bit deeper in the writing, the frequency of it,
100%,
or the style of it,
Yeah.
or something. Can I do a roll
Yes.
and see anything from it?
1000%.
39 under 60.
What are you using? Bureaucracy or?
Journalism.
Oh, journalism. Cool. Oh yeah, that's the thing.
So you're flipping through these headlines, and we'll say that he handed you a few papers. So you're looking at them and you're going through and you're listening to the shit on the radio. It almost seems to you that people are going out of their way to come up with crazy stories.
Oh, there's a motivation behind it.
That's what you can you sense there seems to almost be nothing that you can put your finger on, like, okay, this is a pattern. They said this, they've said this, but there is something almost orchestrated about it.
And does it feel like these are planted stories, or like the community is getting excited about creating funny stories? Like that person who was talking about 14 cows flying over the barn is like thinking that story up and calling it into the radio show part of the fun? Or
Okay, well,
Is
this is Shudder's role, and Shudder who's figured this out. So
Fair
are you openly discussing this with people, or is this you thinking?
no, I was inner
This is-
monologuing while we drive because we can't quite talk about that in front of McLaughlin yet.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess that question was
Yeah.
more for Joe.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm definitely just like, as we're driving, I got the cigarette and I'm just staring out the window, watching the telephone poles whip by in the farm fields, and I'm just
nice
thinking about
visual.
all these stories and stuff. So it almost, like what you're saying, it's like there's some sort of motivation or orchestrated movement to create a lot of maybe distraction.
100%. Yeah, that's exactly what you get. That it seems to be, and it's not like to get a little bit of answer Kurt's question. It's not like it's people phoning in and joking, like, oh, let's make a scene about this. It just seems to be a string of exaggerated stories, like it's almost intended to make a mockery of this, if that makes sense.
To make a mockery of
The whole alien hysteria thing. But it's not like
Okay.
drunken teenagers phoning in and laughing, being like, I saw 14 cows. These people seem legit, like they saw this, but there's something that you have picked up on that there's more
almost
to this.
like there's the potential for some sort of mass mind control, that maybe there's a group that are controlling
The narrative,
some
I guess.
people, the narrative. Something that I would do, and I'd be like, ooh, nicely done.
100%.
I respect
yeah.
this.
Oh, that's a great way to put it too. Yeah, that's something that you're like, oh, there's some manipulation going on here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 100%. Good. That was well done. Well done, Joseph.
So I get a gold star,
Yeah, what's the equivalent of the
bonus die, bonus 20 to my next roll.
Inspiration.
yeah, should we do like an inspiration? What we used to do in
Yeah.
our D&D game, the dope as fuck dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dope as fuck dice. No, in this case, you get one extra bullet.
One
For myself.
You get a sanity point back.
for myself. If any time your character just wants to blow his head off, I'll let you do it for free.
I'll allow it. Yeah, thanks, Dave. I'll give you a bonus die for it.
Bonus die.
Jesus. Okay, cool.
All right, where are you guys rolling into when you get to?
This is that place I was talking about, the Cluckin' Chicken. You guys want to grab anything for the road, or you want to sit down?
Let's sit down and have a meal. Starving.
Yeah, all right. So go into this diner that's like still an hour outside of Grover's Field, maybe, and just grab a bite to eat quick before we jump back on the road.
Okay, is there anything particular you guys chat about?
Yeah, McLaughlin can't help himself. He's gonna start to ask a couple of questions. So, which office are you both out of?
I've been working down in Atlanta, Georgia for the last couple of months, but I've bounced around all over the place with NATO and British intelligence and JSOC. And before that, I was in Afghanistan.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
How was Afghanistan? What were you doing there? Or can you talk about
Afghanistan's
it?
a shithole. I hated it.
Yeah.
That's why I work these domestic missions nowadays.
Oh, and yourself there?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Did we get the coffee order?
Yeah. It's
But,
right here, right there in front of you. You haven't had a sip yet?
What does Agent Merrick take in his coffee, McLaughlin?
McLaughlin didn't pay any attention to that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, see, that's why you're not going to make it.
Your bonus die can be to shoot McLaughlin as well. Write that down.
I prefer the piano chord behind the driver's seat.
Here's
the
Russ again.
I'm not even FBI. Really. I'm just an honorary agent for this mission. They brought me in. I know a lot of people in this area, a lot of contacts. I have a lot of my journalism background is in organized crime, drug cartels. They felt like I would be able to make an impact on this case.
That's interesting. I don't think I've heard of that happening too often. In his mind, he's like, ever.
Yeah, well, that's why we call you the kid, because you haven't been around that long. So.
Yeah. I guess that must be why. When Glacklin sips his coffee.
I sip my coffee. We both
stare at each other.
See who will put their cup down first.
Yeah. McLaughlin will put his cup down first.
Okay. What about you, Lachlan? Where are you from originally?
Maryland originally. Did my university there in Maryland. Actually practiced law for a little while before I joined up.
Oh yeah, just did you drop out?
Did I drop out?
Finish it.
Yeah. I didn't drop out. No, like I was a practicing lawyer.
You're
in Washington.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then just decided it wasn't for me. Needed to be part of actually, resolving these issues and apprehending the bad guys instead of trying to work through the legal mumbo jumbo to put them away. Yeah,
apprehending. I saw the video. Yeah.
Oh, you saw that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a shit show.
Yeah. Takes another sip of his coffee, thinking about all the shots he missed.
Yeah, I had to fire a lot of warning shots. He just wouldn't listen. He just refused to listen.
Well, yeah, should we get going?
Let's roll.
All right, back on the road and then into Groversfield, I guess.
You guys hit the road and you drive for the last hour. It's starting to get pretty late. We'll say it's probably like 9, 10 o'clock. As you roll in, pass through the farmlands, into the little sign that says, "Welcome to Groversville, Tennessee." And that's where we'll pick it up next time, as we let the scenario begin.
Here we go.
Nice.
Okay, we're here.
Oh, Delta Green.
Thank you for listening to another episode from Actual Play Entertainment. Please rate us, review us, and subscribe. If you liked what you just heard, give us 5 stars and tell your friends. If you didn't like it, then tell your enemies. You'll show them. And for more information and content, visit actualplayentertainment.com.
Hey, I'm role playing here.